All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving right along now. To the red corner, please bring me, representing Rock Bottom Boxing, Jacourtney Williams. Aura silence goes over the crowd. That's cool too, everybody. Now, if you will, please bring me to the blue corner, representing the U.S. Marine Corps, Xaveon Pickering.
Another Marine fighting tonight. We'd love to see the service members getting involved with our combat sports leagues here. The Marine Corps, the Army, all famous for having great boxing and wrestling programs, their combat programs. Have several members of my family that served in the military that were involved in those combat courses.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is 3 2-minute rounds in the big boy heavyweight division.
I know that my coach, Cody Malte, was very personally attached to getting armed service members involved in training in all aspects, boxing, wrestling, everything. I'm trying to coast on the mic as well so I don't blow my voice out, but I was trying to coast on the mic as well, but that last fight we were going off because it was the action was so good. All right, so
here we have two big boys throwing down.
Jacourtney Williams, very, very big, tall guy there, going up against the Marine, Xaveon Pickering. Xaveon in the red, and Jacourtney Williams in the black and gold with the red gloves.
And the fight is underway in the heavyweight division.
And I was just talking about, so Trevor, you're actually a former service member, so maybe you could talk a little bit about like the...
Let's talk about what's happening right now, because it looks like Jacourtney Williams is getting that standing A count started quick.
Ooh, very fast start there for Jacourtney Williams.
The referee does not have a good look on his eyes about this. He's a little concerned about this guy coming out now.
Well, that was very early to take that much damage.
We got King Mont McNullins asking when kickboxing starts. We got a few more boxing matches, boss man, and we will get underway with the kicking fun time.
Yeah, I would say maybe 15, 30 minutes.
Xaveon coming right back out to that middle.
Jacourtney Williams lands a big cross there.
Yeah, Jacourtney keeping him at bay, using his range and athleticism well.
He's also not just swinging wild either.
Pickering is ducking his head down and swinging over. Jacourtney is staying very balanced, really measuring right now.
I was just making a point before the fight started about combatives in the armed forces.
Yes, sir.
And how, you know, the Golden Gloves boxing.
Slick right hand by Jacourtney. Sorry, every time we start talking about important stuff,
the fight happens.
More importanter stuff is happening right here in front of us. And here we have another little slugfest happening in the middle. Jacourtney still fighting for control of this, taking over against Pickering. In and out.
Pickering's got no choice but to get aggressive.
Ooh,
here now
I know.
he's
trying to swarm in to close that space, but Jacourtney just staying long and dangerous.
Oh, big shots there.
Snaps his head up, catches him with that hook.
His head is flying all over the
Williams
place.
just stumbling all over. The ref is telling him to lock it up, essentially. That was the ref saying, hey, get your stuff together.
If Xavier was wearing a Fitbit, during that last round, he would have met his step goal for the day. He covered that entire ring several times over.
He did, but
just
I mean,
trying to get away from the striking of Jacourtney Williams.
Jacourtney was all over him that whole fight. So you're bringing up the combatives background of the military.
Yeah, I was just curious. I'm not a service member myself, so I know that there are a lot of guys in the Marine Corps that are into boxing, and also that wrestling and grappling have become bigger across all the armed forces.
I mean,
since the UFC became a thing.
It's what the Marine Corps looks for, man.
Yeah.
They look for people that are hard-nosed, just like the Marine. Like, that's what they want you to do. They want to find the best wrestlers. They want to find great boxers that come and represent them for what they are at their core.
Yeah.
A bunch of badasses, to be honest.
And they have the combative games, right, where they have like the wrestling champion.
They do.
The
They have a very big one at Fort Bragg every year. They have the Army Combatives Tournament.
Yes.
It takes place every year at Fort Bragg.
That was the one
Marine
that
Corps,
Bobby Lashley won for the wrestling, I believe.
Would not surprise me. Actually, he was. Yeah, he did win that. Yeah.
Stipe Miocic also won the Army Golden Gloves title.
Tim Kennedy
champion.
Tim Kennedy won multiple combative tournaments at Fort Bragg while he was still an active fighter.
So a very important part of our armed forces here.
Hey, even I was in the Air Force, and they still have wrestling and boxing programs as well. Ooh, Jacourtney getting to work quick, making Xavier. Oh, I think the ref is going to stop it.
Dropped him there.
It's another standing 8 count. Jacourtney came out, got right back to work right at the beginning.
This ref plays no games either. Look at the analytical look in his eyes.
Look at that. He's really –
and
he's stopping the fight.
Jacourtney Williams by stoppage in our nearly penultimate boxing match of the night. Jacourtney Williams, that's a big guy with a lot of athletic ability and some technical prowess on display in that last fight as well. Bright future ahead of him should he continue to keep training and keep fighting. Jeremy Mitchell. So Randall, let me just tell you that Jeremy Mitchell, I can tell you that he will be fighting in a couple of hours.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 39 seconds of the second round, winner via referee stoppage, Jacourtney Williams out of Rock Bottom Boxing.
Jacourtney Williams gets it done. The third.